Hello, Chris Edwards, PDGA number 24428, Team Latitude 64. I'm here in beautiful Santa Cruz de la Viega at top of the world. Thanks to Central Coast Disc Golf for shooting my In the Bag video. Come say hello, Ben. So I'll go ahead and start showing you guys my bag. I've got them all spread out here. As you can see, a lot of white discs. I'm actually red-green colorblind, so I've been throwing only white for about 10 years now. So I've got them spread out by each disc making company here. I've got 3 molds from Westside Discs. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from Latitude, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from Dynamic Discs. So let's just go ahead and start putting them in the bag. Start with my putters. I've been using the Gauntlet ever since it came out, and my putting has gotten a lot better. I was using Judges and then Daggers, and I had a pretty tough putting year last year, but already have had a higher rated round this year putting with these Gauntlets than all of last year. So I feel like this is going to be what's going to help my putting game. And next I've got a couple of harps from Westside. This harp was actually in my last In the Bag video, and it's done a lot of good work for me. I use it for a lot of sidearms and also backhands and just tons of utility shots. And then I decided it was time to put a new one in the bag, just in case I needed something to hyzer a little bit more, a little bit earlier than the broken in one. And then moving up, I have a really flippy mid-range, the Warrant from Dynamic Discs. I like this for my roller, my mid-range roller shots, and also if you need something to really anhyzer or hyzer flip, it's also useful. And then I have this Warship that Matt Bell gave me. This thing flies great. It's a real point and shoot disc. You can throw it pretty much dead straight, or get it to turn, or throw it on a hyzer line, and it just glides for forever. So Warship's another great mid-range. And then I have a Verdict, and Latitude hooked me up with some fundraiser discs. This is my custom stamp. That's me throwing on the Sacred G background. This Verdict is a real reliable mid-range for me. Nice flat delivery. You know it's gonna hyzer back. And then I love the Justice. This is very useful for me. I can sidearm it, and I know it's gonna come out, and I can also throw some interesting lines with a anhyzer flex shot for a mid that keeps it from going too far. It's good for OB shots and stuff like that. So then start moving into, can't forget about the Claymore. Got the Santa Cruz stamped Claymore from the De La Shack here, and this thing flies super duper straight. That kind of fits in between my Warship and my Verdict. Moving on to my fairway drivers, I like to use a few from Latitude 64, the Saint Pro, the Saint, and the Culverin. And I like the Saint and Saint Pro kind of like, I used to throw Star T-Birds, like a overstable one and then a broken in one, and that's pretty much the Saint and Saint Pro for me. And then the Culverin is a flatter disc and a little bit more overstable, so I like to use it for turnover discs that come back with a predictable finish. And then I also have a couple of Felons, and it's one of the only discs that I have repeats of in the bag. This disc with the money stamp was in my last In the Bag, and it's done a lot of good work for me, and I can really get this disc to hold a line before hooking up at the end. And then this Lucid Felon is really overstable and also useful for sidearms and hyzer shots and lots of other things. So then moving on up, I have a couple of Enforcers in the bag. This Enforcer Dave Feldberg sent to me when I first got to join the team, and this is like one of the most overstable Enforcers that I've found. That's why it's still in the bag, because I can really hammer on it and it comes left even in a strong wind. And then recently I got this Enforcer from Matt Bell, and this one I can get to flip and to hold a line and just get really fast, and this is kind of my new go-to driver right now for most drives over 300 feet. And then I also have a trespass in there that I can really hammer on and get it to pop up and glide and hold longer for fairways that need me to get more distance. And then I also put in a flow because Matt Oram suggested it, and this disc has a lot of glide too. You can hammer on it and it kind of works with what you try to make it do. If you throw it on a hyzer, you can get it to hold and ride out and get long, or you can hammer it flat and get it to hold up and stay straight, or you can turn it on an anhyzer and get it to coast for you. So really useful disc. And then I also have a couple of worlds. I have a new VIP world that's nice and overstable. I can really hammer on this disc and it'll go super far. And then I have a nice broken in world with my fundraiser stamp on it. And this one is broken in to be really flippy, so I can really commit to some hyzer flip shots and get a lot of big distance. So that's pretty much what I usually carry. Alright, we're on hole 16 now, one of the longest holes at De La, where I can air out some of these high-speed drivers. Let's try a flow. Wow, that was close. Alright, I've got a couple enforcers. One got down there. Now I'll try a trespass. World, this one's my signature line. So I got the CTP with my flow. Thanks, Matt Oram. Big thanks to my sponsors, Latitude 64, Westside Discs, Dynamic Discs, also A-Game in San Jose, Whale Sacks, and Odin Disc Bags, and also the Grateful Dude who makes this healing balm that keeps me from getting sore after my round. Thanks for believing in me, guys.